Have you ever heard that one thing about what comes first, the chicken and the egg? And then you stop for a second and you realize, what? Hey, Sean here, and welcome to another episode of The Feed. Hey, I've got something that's really, I've got a thinker for you today. So, I think I have salad. Do I have salad? What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about identity, because identity and knowing who we are in Christ is huge. I think we're going to talk about this for the next couple of weeks.
Do you think? Or do you know?
So just hang with me here. But starting about knowing who we are and knowing that we are loved is the core of everything. The very first battle in the garden was an identity crisis. It was the enemy coming to Eve and saying, did God say, and you're going to be like God? And Eve is getting into this like, oh, who am I? What is this all about? It becomes the first identity crisis. But here is the travesty that comes out of the whole thing. Now, Eve is explaining to the serpent, which is weird. You can talk to snakes. So, okay. But anyway, you said, Eve's quoting God saying, you shall not eat of the fruit of this tree or in the midst of the garden, neither shall you touch it, which is kind of an add-in. He didn't say that. Lest you will die. But the serpent said, woman, you will not surely die. For God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God. Well, we're already created in the image of God. So there's twist number one. Knowing good and evil. So when the woman saw it, it was good. She took it, gave it to her husband. They ate. Here's what happened though. What is crazy right away is they go from intimacy with God, walking in the garden, being close to the Father, to all of a sudden feeling like God no longer loves them and they need to go hide. They are instantly feeling shame. Their identity has now become shame. Where exactly are you going to hide from God anyway? So now the first thing they've done is they've made covers, they've hidden in the bushes, they're hiding for God. And here's the amazing thing that actually shows the character of God, which is in complete contradiction to what it is they believe about God, because they believe they need to hide from God, they're in big trouble. What does the Father do? The Father comes running. And what is the first thing when they say, we were naked, we were ashamed, we were afraid? Who told you you were naked? Who is it that you have believed? Who has spoken something to you that you are believing about you that I don't believe about you? I do not believe you need to run from me. You need to hide from me. All of a sudden, God has gone from loving Father in their mind to monster. And that's the big challenge when we talk about our identity. Our identity is, what do we believe the Father believes about us? Because we will express in life what we believe the Father believes about us. And the truth is that the Father believes that you are His, that you are beautiful, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, according to Psalms 139, that you have made your bed in heaven or you've made your bed in hell. Behold, He is there, because He is not running from you. He's not hiding from you. He is not separate from you. So I just wanted to give us that to think about a little bit this week. And then next week, we're going to kind of pick up on part 2 of this. I think we might do 2 or 3 weeks about this, but just chew on that this week. What is it that I believe about the Father? And then ask the Father, hey, what is it that you truly think about me? I think what we're going to do is we're going to post some things this week about what the Father believes about you. So make sure that you like the post and that you're a part of the Facebook group. And while you're at it, go ahead and click that like and subscribe here on YouTube and share this with your friends, because that's what we are about here at the New Royals, is speaking life and speaking identity. So go ahead. Just spend some time this week just drilling down on this. What is it that the Father believes about you? And then we will hit you next week with a little bit more of The Feed. See ya.